Beginning the bulletin with news coming in from Jammu and Kashmir, which is paying the price after militant groups attack mobile service infrastructure and kill telecom employees. Militant group Lashkar-e-Islam has been relentlessly targeting telecom towers and is believed to be behind the killing of 2 mobile vendors in Sopore town this week. Mobile telecommunication services continue to remain disrupted in the township and adjoining areas in North Kashmir district. Almost all outlets of different telecom companies, including Airtel, SL, Vodafone, remain shut in Sopore, Shiri, Patan, Sangrama, Dilina and other townships of Baramulla district. Reports said that only state-owned BSNL is providing services. Police meanwhile say they are investigating the matter. Among threats that by militant groups Lashkar-e-Islam and following the killing of 2 mobile vendors in Sopore town this week, mobile telecommunication services continue to remain disrupted in the township and adjoining areas in North Kashmir district. Reports say that except state-owned BSNL, almost all outlets of different telecom companies are working.
We're right now joined by the IGP of Kashmir Range, Mr. Gilani, and let's just try and understand what all is happening in Sopore on this entire issue. So first of all, tell me, what is the situation? We're getting repeated informations from people locals that there is a complete blackout, of mobile network. What is the situation right now?
The situation as of now is that the telecom services have got affected. They are not completely off, but they have got affected partially.
And what seems to be the reason? Who are the people who are behind it? There's a lot of fear psychosis that is doing the rounds right now. What is the investigation suggesting so far?
So far, the investigation that we have conducted, and we have got certain leads into the incidents that have happened, it indicates the involvement of the local HM group in the incidents.
And what about the fact that there are posters coming up which are contradicting the earlier posters? What is happening in all this?
The posters that had come up, they had come up with a different name, but as of now, the investigations that we have conducted, it suggests that this has been used as a front, because whatever has happened in Sopore doesn't have a public sanction to it, and there is an outcry in the public against it, so to avoid any backlash, they're using a different name.
So Lashkar-e-Islam is only a front to Hizbul Mujahideen, is that what you're saying?
That's what our investigation has shown so far.
Well, has anyone been arrested? Is anything, has anything been, done in terms of concrete steps so far to avoid or give a sense of security to these agencies or mobile phone operators?
We are doing this on twofold strategy. One is that we conduct our investigation so that the people who have done this, they are brought to justice. And the second part of it is that to instill a sense of confidence among the people who are running this business, we have had meetings with them, we have intensified patrolling in those areas so that they have a sense of security and the services are restored to normal again.
So when can one expect the services to be restored in Sopore and other areas of North?
Pretty soon.
Thank you very much. That was Mr. Gilani speaking to us. With cameraman Tariq Shujaul-Haq in Srinagar for India Today.
All right, joining me for more on this story is India's Today's Shujaul-Haq joining me live from Srinagar. Shuja, what is the situation there in Sopore as of now? Has communication been re-established?
No, communication is in fact not been re-established. There is a partial shutdown. There are only few networks, in fact only few towers, that too from the state-run BSNL, which are functional, and that's what is providing a little bit of communication out there. But most of the private operators have completely shut their businesses. Their towers are not functional. We're getting reports from the government that they're trying to instill some sense of security. There have been patrolling that has been increased in these areas, particularly around those places where mobile towers are set up. But as of now, the situation continues to be grim. There are constant reports coming out from these areas that people are suffering because of the blackout of communication, and at this moment it looks like it's going to be a difficult task for even the security establishment to ensure that this sense of security is once again brought at least to those people who are working in the system of communication, particularly the staff of the communication companies out there working on the ground.
Right there, the situation continues to remain grim in the valley. Many thanks, Shuja, for joining us. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates.